Hello, hello there. Right on time for the weekly forecast, man.
The weekly forecast, I love it.
So, I think it's safe to say that this is part of the routine now. And All Signs weekly forecast every Sunday. We've pretty well molded the schedule to be able to do this now. So, anyway, same rules apply. If you would like information on scheduling a personal reading, that's in the description of the playback of this video. All right? And anything else that you could possibly ask me that is relevant is in the playback of this video. So, this is All Signs Weekly Forecast. There's my people. There y'all are. Bang! All showed up at once. What's up, dude? How you doing? Well, do we got any Aries people in here? Do we have any Aries people? Aries. Let's see what we can tell y'all for next week. Aries people. What can we tell my Aries people? Yes, happy Mother's Day to everybody as well. To all the mothers out there. Hope you're enjoying your day. All right, the Chariot popped out here. Some of y'all could be dealing with a Cancer. It could be anybody though. But this right here, my favorite thing about the Chariot card, like yes, it is forward movement. It is making progress, but it's faith-based, if that makes any sense. Because the thing about the Chariot here is this person here is being taken where they need to go by two very powerful animals that at any given moment could very easily say, fuck off, I'm going this way. David, thanks for that super chat, appreciate it. So the fact that this person is getting where they need to go is trust. It's a trust the process, trust the universe type of thing. You know what I mean? Let's get 6 shuffles. 1, 2, oops. 3, and 3 more. 1, 2, and 3. Oh, the 6 of Swords overall. So yeah, whatever this is, it's definitely a transition that you're making here. You're definitely moving on from something. Could be blocked communication between the two of you. Some of you could be dealing with a Capricorn as well, or an Aquarius. I have Aquarius, Capricorn, and Cancer. But it could be anybody. It could be anybody, okay? So, Page of Pentacles and Cups both reversed right next to each other. I definitely feel like this is one big, giant hail to the nah. Not just, no, I'm not reaching out and offering anything to you, but a big fat hail to the nah. No love, no money, no nothing. Don't ask me for nothing type of energy right here. You know what I mean? Oh, you finally come to your senses about the nature of this situation, haven't you? Yeah, finally removed that blindfold and started seeing the truth of the matter. I feel like you're getting over it though. Could have been a third-party situation you were dealing with too for some of you. Doesn't have to be though, but the 3 of Swords is in the reverse. So was the Devil, okay? Devil reversed is a very good, but Devil reversed, this energy is still lingering. Okay, the way I describe Devil reversed is I quit smoking a month ago and I still have cravings. So going around a bunch of people smoking would probably be a really stupid idea for me. You know what I mean? So definitely getting over this and putting an end to the toxicity, but the toxicity still lingers. You can still smell it, right? Still a little bit tempting to get involved with. The person that you're dealing with here is very, very heavily guarded against you. They got their guard up. It's like every time you talk to them, you know that feeling where it's like, I assume that you're coming at my throat, so I got my guard up and I'm gonna go for your throat every single time we talk. Kelly, thank you for that super chat, appreciate it. But I feel like they've pretty much got their options narrowed down. I don't really think they have any other options, honestly. 7 of Cups reversed. This person, it's like the type of energy where it's like, I don't want to miss any opportunity, if that makes any sense there. But when it all comes down to it, I just don't really think they know what the hell went wrong. You ask them what went wrong exactly, they can't even really put their finger on one point of it. So they're just kind of lost in this. But either way, there are commitment issues between the two of you. Somebody here, one, the other, or both of you, had a commitment issue. Christine, thank you for that super chat. Appreciate you. All right, what advice do we have? Advice for my Aries people. What advice we got? What advice do we got? Appreciate the positive feedback, everybody. Thank you much. Thank you much. Advice, 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 advice. Pay attention to how you come off when you speak, Aries. Okay? You could accidentally, not even meaning to, just come across real sharp and real nasty and harsh. Okay? Yvonne, thank you for that super chat. I know that it is a bad fire sign habit to say something that you would punch somebody for saying to you and then blame them for being soft. Well, it's your responsibility to monitor how you come across, okay? You can't just come across real harsh and nasty and then blame other people for reacting negatively to it. So be sure when you want to communicate a point that you're being as... You don't want to bend over and like sprinkle bullshit all over it, but Queen of Swords upright is very different than Queen of Swords reversed, okay? So definitely speak the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Just don't be spiteful about it, if that makes sense. David, thank you for that super chat. I appreciate it. Let's get 4 shuffles here. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Need to let that guard down too. Look, after a certain point, there's nothing wrong with, I'm not saying be naive and don't believe that there's nothing out there that you can trust. Yes, you do know what could possibly go wrong. But if you focus so much of your energy on what could possibly go wrong and you make every decision based on what could possibly go wrong, only 2 things can happen. Either A, the universe keeps showing you little hints and little suggestions that keeps you in a state of worry and panic and paranoia, or worst case scenario, you manifest what you're worried about, okay? So let your guard down. You might want to step outside of your comfort zone too. That's where most growth actually happens. All right, this is a very incomplete karmic cycle, but it's time for you to complete it. The only way to actually complete the karmic cycle, the fastest way off the karmic wheel, the fastest way, not the easiest way, the fastest way is to release, let go, forgive them, and forgive yourself. Takes time. It's not a switch you can flip overnight. That'd be nice if it was, but that's the way to do it, okay? That way you're not going to be coming back in some other lifetime trying this bullshit again, you know? Anywho, we got any Taurus people. Taurus people. Tarians, Tarians. Tarians, Anzans, Tarians. Some of y'all could be dealing with a Scorpio. That death card just showed his face. Ooh, could be dealing with a Pisces as well. Moon in the reverse. All right, so similar to the reading I just did for you guys. I feel like for a while now, you could have been keeping your opinions and your thoughts about this situation to yourself. And now it's no secret anymore. It's like, I'm not holding it in anymore. You're going to know what I think. You're going to know how I feel, basically. Right? Let's get 4 shuffles here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Boom! Strength in the reverse. Some of y'all could be dealing with a Leo, but this connection just has you too drained, don't it? It's got you entirely too drained. The person you're dealing with does want to come forward and offer up their love, but I feel like you're dealing with somebody from the past that wants to come back around, but you're too drained. You're too drained by this shit. And I don't even really think you have any emotion left for this anymore, Taurus. Okay, because see, they're coming back, 8 of Cups reverse, Knight of Cups, coming back around. But again, they're kind of emotionally immature. You know, could be kind of closed off and don't really know how to handle their emotions. And yeah, I kind of feel like it's going to get met with the Queen of Swords. Like, I don't really have much emotion left to give. I feel like you're very, very detached from this. And like, you don't even really have a whole lot of feels left for it. You're very, very matter of fact about this connection and about everything that's going on here, okay? You still feel abandoned. I still kind of feel like you're pointing the finger at them like they abandoned you. The person you're dealing with here could be more like, see, they're Queen of Cups reversed, and this is 10 of Cups reversed, 10 of Pentacles upright. So it's like, okay, well, I feel like the person, like you're probably like, I want to be able to balance out like emotion and the material aspect of things. And it's the other way around for them. Like there's all material, no emotion. You know, there's got to be a healthy balance between earth and water. Earth and water are sister energies. They intertwine together. Okay. So some of y'all could be dealing with a Virgo as well. But yeah, I don't really think this situation is going anywhere. All right. It's kind of stuck in one spot. I feel like somebody wants to come back around. Again, you ain't keeping it no secret. You letting them know what you think, right? Do you? Alrighty. What advice do we have? Advice for my Taurus people. Advice for my Tauruses. 4 shovels. 1, 2, 3. And 4. Ooh, King of Cups. All right. So I definitely feel like a conversation needs to be had with this person, but you need to flip this moon back into the upright, okay? It's probably a better idea if you keep most of what you think to yourself, because I don't really know, you may not be aware of this, I'm not saying you're doing this on purpose, but these types of people who come back around like this, any type of reaction you give them fuels it. Like if you're dealing with somebody who is like low vibrational enough, I don't give a shit what kind of reaction I get out of you. I don't care if it's positive, I don't care if it's negative. As long as I get your attention, I win. As long as I get a reaction, I win. Even if I piss you off, I win, right? That's why there's nothing that drives somebody like that more insane than not reacting at all. You don't exist. I don't notice you. You are that meaningless in my mind. Promise you, after a while, if you choke off the energy source long enough, be a dumb dollar. For now, you need to maintain ownership of your own emotional state, okay? You know what that means? He did not earn his throne by pointing fingers at everybody else. If he hands his cup off to somebody and it gets mistreated, oh shit, that was my fault. I shouldn't have given my cup to you. I learned something about me, right? And distinguish the difference without judgment between your ego and your intuition, okay? Without judgment. I say that because there are a lot of Nimrods in the spiritual community that love to assign these connotations to ego and intuition, like ego is bad and intuition is good. Not necessarily. You can use them both for bad things or both for good things. Just because your ego is not your spirit doesn't mean you can't do good things with it. Okay? Some of the most benevolent, enlightened people on the planet are very, very ego-based. And some of the most famous, notorious, like criminals throughout history were highly intuitive. It all depends on what you choose to do with it. But either way, whatever you choose to do with it, distinguish the difference without judgment between the two. Because the goal is to get them both on the same team. Okay? That's the goal. Anywho, Gemini. We got any Jim Jeroos up in here? Got any Jim Jeru's, Gemini. Gemini, yeah. Gemini. Yeah, ooh, Knight of Cups reversed. I'm not 100% sure exactly how I feel about that yet. We will see how it decides to play out throughout the rest of the reading, but I'm feeling like some of you staying away from somebody. Is there somebody you're waiting on that's not coming forward? Well, I'm gonna have to see how this plays out. Some of you are either like holding off and not taking any action towards a person. Others of you are waiting on somebody to come forward and they're not making any movement. I'm not sure yet. Let's see how it plays out. Let's get 5 shuffles for my Geminis. 1, 2, 3. 2 more shuffles. Boom, King of Wands reversed. Man, somebody here is playing games. Somebody here is a player. That's the overall energy, so I don't know who it is. Probably you. Could be you or the person you're dealing with, but I don't know. Let's see here. No, maybe it's not you. Because I feel like maybe you all were dealing with a player and that's why you're so upset. Okay, you're very, very disappointed in how this turned out. You feel like you wasted your time. Feel like it was a big waste of time and a complete and total failure because somebody came along that you thought was being serious and they weren't. They turned out to be playing games. This was very, very one-sided. I feel like this person does want to talk to you. Maybe it's them. They want to talk to you, but you're avoiding them because you, I don't know, you got the Page of Wands right here though. Somebody here in the mix is very, very immature and naive, okay? Rachel and Melissa, thank you all for the super chat, appreciate it. Somebody here was very, very kind of naive about this situation, I'm feeling like, and just jumped into it way too quick without thinking about it with the Page of Wands energy. And the 6 of Wands, okay? The person wants to communicate with you, but I don't think they quite know how to approach you, okay? This person could be, yeah, I definitely think you were dealing with somebody who's very emotionally immature and just playing games when it all comes down to it at the end of the day. So you're doing the best you can to release this and let go of it, but I still feel like you're dealing with some disappointment. And yeah, they still want to talk to you. I think they want to come back and probably keep trying to play around, and so far it looks like you're not. We'll see what your advice says here. We'll see what's the best thing for you to do. That doesn't look too fun for my Jim Jeru's. That doesn't look too fun. Don't forget, everybody, check your moon, your rising, and your Venus if messages do not resonate. 7 of Pentacles. Let's get 4 shuffles. 1, 2, 3, and 4. The Emperor. Okay, so I definitely feel like, see, it's really, a lot of people don't really understand. And this is one of the things that keeps people from reaching the success that they want in any aspect in life. Is that you take off down the path and you, every now and then I think it's healthy not to look back and get attached to the past, but look back to see how far you've come. Oh yeah. It gets real easy to get so caught up in climbing that mountain that you don't even pay attention to how far you've come, and you're sitting around beating yourself up, worried and all this, and it's just like, dude, just stop, just look over your shoulder real quick, and you see where you was way back there, and you're like, oh my, damn, dude, I done came a long way, you know? It's definitely time to regain your sense of balance and patience. I feel like y'all are so damn nervous, you don't even know what to think right now, okay? Just chill. Relax, okay? Take control of you. Take control of you. Drop this situation. Don't worry about it. Take control of you and regain your sense of balance. But I think a lot of you need to pause and take a look and see how far you've come. Oh yeah. Then maybe rethink your path a little bit. Might make you feel a little bit better. Anywho, Cancerians. Do we got any Cancer people in the house? Any Cancers in the house? So far, 628 of them. Cancer, Cancer. What is good? What is good? What is good with my Cancerians? Cancerians, do. King of Pentacles. Okay, some of y'all could be dealing with an Earth sign, Taurus, a Virgo, or a Capricorn, but it looks pretty good though. King of Pentacles, especially in times like this where I'm cool, I'm calm, I'm collected, I got my priorities in line, I'm getting my poop in a group and my ducks in a row. That's good, that's good. This may be the first positive reading we have today, huh? All right, let's get 4 shuffles for my Cancers. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Boom, 9 of Wands reversed. That's good. That's good. All right, so, well, hang on. Let me lay the rest of this out. Man, that 9 of Cups reverse just had to come up, didn't it? All right, so overall, I feel like whatever situation you've been dealing with, somebody here isn't telling the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, okay? Little bit of some sneaky shit's been going on here, but I think you're letting your guard down and starting not to worry about it. I feel like the person you're dealing with here does want to come out of conflict or avoid it, whichever one, okay? But this is, somebody here is codependent. This is an emotional codependence. This could be one, the other, or both of you. Typically, like I say to my personal clients all the time, codependence, most of the time, has 2 parts, okay? There's 2 characters that play the emotional codependent game. One person is, poor pitiful me, I need a relationship to make me feel better. And the other person is, here I come to save the day, I'm gonna save you and take away all your problems. You need me to come save the day. And yeah, so some of y'all could be dealing with that kind of situation. Just take it and toss it however that resonates. But I do see the 2 of you coming together here, and there is massive potential here. Massive potential. Massive potential. If you stop doing this, okay? Because the thing is when we depend on another person to be our only source of emotional comfort, because of the fact that that is completely unrealistic and impossible, we will do anything we can to make it work. And that even if it comes to manipulating and lying. So whoever it is, one, the other, or both of you needs to learn how to gain your own sense of emotional integrity, and then this situation has massive potential. Massive, dude. As long as you can stand in your own emotional integrity, massive potential. All right? Right now you're carrying a lot of burdens, though. I feel like this, for some of you could be dealing with a cycle. Like this person you've probably dealt with before. I don't really think this is a stranger to you. But you still got a bit of a bad attitude because you're carrying a lot of burdens that aren't yours to take on, Cancer. A lot of y'all tend to do that. And just to let you know, there's nobody out there handing out trophies for who takes on the most bullshit. Like, to be 100% honest with you, I'm gonna go King of Swords mode on you, and I mean no disrespect by this, but nobody cares, okay? And I think we all get to the point one of these days where we understand that. But until that finally clicks, we're very mad and we're very resentful and we're very angry at the fact that we do all this stuff for other people and nobody cares. Nobody is like showing any appreciation. And the fact of the matter is, there's 2 things that could possibly be happening if you go take on a burden that is not yours to take on. Either A, that entity came here specifically to experience a scary, hardcore human game, okay? Or they could be paying off karma. If you're interrupting somebody's karmic debt, they will fight you. They don't want help. They're paying off a karmic debt. You have to realize that. If you choose to take on a burden, do it with no expectations involved, okay? No expectations involved. And this is for anybody, not just my Cancers, anybody who hears this. If you decide to do something for somebody, don't expect anything in return. Do it out of nothing but love. If they don't show you any appreciation in return, well, who gives a shit? You still did it out of love, okay? Oh, let's get 5 shuffles for your advice here. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3, 2 more shuffles. Three of Swords, the Tower card, all right. So for some of you, I think this is a situation that needs to just be dropped, honestly. If you actually have the strength, to do it, Suzette, thank you for that super chat. It is possible to stand in your own emotional integrity while you're still in the situation, but that requires a master of energy, okay? A master of energy. If you know how energy works, it's possible. But if you don't know how energy works, if you're not very familiar with the inner workings of energy and how it actually operates, I wouldn't recommend doing it. Drop it and go isolate by yourself. That's the best way to do it. Not in a negative way, but that's the best way to do it, okay? Yeah, I think there's a lot of you who are still in the grieving process of something that probably happened a long, long time ago. Here's the thing, anybody who needs to hear this, okay? It's been proven time and time again that we humans become physiologically addicted to the chemicals produced by negative emotions. You know that you've done it, and you know you've known somebody who's done it. Okay, if you do this for a long extended period of time, you pre-program your brain to look for things that piss you off, and look for things that scare you, and look for things that hurt your feelings and make you upset. And you're programming your mind to do that because the chemicals produced by negative emotions like cortisol and epinephrine and whatnot, they give you a rush. They give you this rush. So by the time the healing process begins, we rip the wound back open just to get that rush, right? You will never make any progress if you do that. You have to allow the healing process to happen, okay? Don't fight the healing process, okay? All right, how about my Leos? Leo, yeah! I haven't done that in a long time. This is a really echoey room, so I'm trying to keep it down a little bit, especially because the lovely Leah is right next to me. I don't want to blow her ears out.
Too late.
Leo. How you doing? Leo. Let's see what we got. Boom, the world in the reverse. All right. Definitely unfinished business we're dealing with here. Definitely unfinished business. Now, where does business get finished? Where does that happen? Where does unfinished business get finished? In here. Not out here. In here. Just think about that for a little bit. Ponder that thought. Ask yourself that as you are thinking about this situation. Where does the business finishing process take place? Let's get 4 shuffles here. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Bam! There's Leo overall, King of Wands. Oh, King of Swords too. Ooh, yeah, you're dealing with somebody who, I feel like they're a little bit obsessive. But they feel like they're wasting their time. They feel like the person you're dealing with feels like they completely wasted their time and they are walking away, but they're still very obsessed. Okay? Tabitha, thank you for that super chat. Thank you for the positive feedback as well. I appreciate it. Yeah, they're still very obsessive. I feel like there's blocked communication between the two of you. Oh, it could be a Capricorn that you're dealing with, but yeah, it's like, man, that was a big waste of time turning and walking away, but still very, very obsessive. Could be a Taurus you're dealing with as well, but there is no growth between the two of you. Now, what do I mean by that? What I mean is we reach a certain point and then we hit a wall. And if we can't work together as a team to figure out how to get over, around, or through this wall, then this is as far as it's gonna go. It's like, what you got's what you got. We're not evolving to the next level, right? So I think that as a result of that, you have made a decision. 2 of Wands and 2 of Swords, both reversed, okay? Like, no, hail to the no. Very matter of fact about this. King of Wands and King of Swords. There is no more of like a, I say what I mean and mean what I say type of energy. Like, you don't understand English, it's your problem, not mine. I said, that's what I said, you ain't changing my mind. Period. Right? Don't you? All right. Let's see what advice we have.
Advice from my Leos.
Appreciate everybody for tuning in, man. Thank y'all. Appreciate you. Leo, Leo. Leo, yo. Leo, Leo, yo. Leo, Leo, yo. What advice do we have? Three more shuffles. Boom! Don't fight battles that, well, there is no such thing as a battle that like gets you anywhere, not really. But basically just don't fight any battles right now. Especially, okay, I don't know about you, but I got mountains to climb, not battles to fight, all right? Simple enough. I got mountains to climb, not battles to fight. So throw the sword down. If you're forcing and fighting something, it's not love. It's not even worth it. You shouldn't have to force and fight any kind of connection. You shouldn't have to force or fight any type of relationship or any type of love. No. If I'm forcing it and trying to fight it, dude, you can have this battle. Deuces. I got mountains to climb, okay? Yes, the business is unfinished, but where does the business finishing process take place? In here. Think about that. Think about that as you start off on your new journey. And also pay attention to how you come across, okay? And we're gonna be telling this to all the fire signs today. Pay attention to how you communicate, okay? When you speak, when you communicate, do not come across harsh, nasty, and rude, all right? Like I just told the Aries people, that is a bad fire sign habit. I'm gonna say something to you that you would punch me for saying to you and blame you for being soft and sensitive. No. King of Swords speaks the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, but is not spiteful about it, okay? Don't say anything spiteful. Just speak the truth and let the truth be what it is. And if the actual truth hurts people's feelings just because it contradicts their beliefs, then that's their problem. But if what you say hurts somebody's feelings because you're being spiteful, then that's your problem, okay? Find the difference. Find the balance there, okay? Anywho, Virgo.
Got any Virgos up in here? Any Virgos up in here?
Virgo, 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 Virgo. Virgo. Wish I could have background music. Virgo. Gotta feel that ambient silence. Let's get 3 shuffles. I'm not getting a jumper for you. Here's 1, 2, 3. Ten of Pentacles reversed. Damn. All right, some of you all could be suffering a little bit financially next week. Hopefully that's not for every Virgo on the planet, but maybe you might just want to be a little bit more careful with your money than you have been, okay? But I feel like whatever the situation is that you're dealing with, you're no longer waiting on whoever this person is, okay? They're waiting on you, but you ain't waiting on them. It's like, no, I think they're waiting on you to come forward, and you're not. they're basically waiting on nothing, right? They're sitting around waiting, thinking that one of these days you're going to come forward, and you're not. You're like, wait, who? What? Are you serious? What the hell are you waiting on? You're out of your fucking mind. I ain't coming back to you. So what this looks like here. The Virgo card in the reverse is the underlying energy. So this, just thinking about this connection, makes your skin crawl, right? Just like, I don't even like thinking about you. Like, now, look, it is very important, my Virgo ladies and gentlemen, that we, and yes, I said we because I have moon and rising in Virgo. Virgo, moon and rising, I do. But yes, it is very important that we learn how to get over that, okay? If there's anything or any person that when I think about them, I get that skin crawling feeling, then that means there's this negative vibration in my subconscious that I need to straighten out. I don't want to think about anything and ever get this skin crawling. I don't want anything negative to take up space in my head to where I have to like weave and dodge around my own thoughts. No, fuck that. So, just play with that idea for a while. I do think this person wants to communicate with you, but they can't figure out how to approach you. Okay? They don't know what to say exactly. They do want to communicate though. Some of y'all could be dealing with a person that's at a distance from you, but even if it's not a physical distance, like if they don't live in the next state or the next city or whatever the case may be, there's definitely like an emotional and psychological wall between the two of you. You're getting over this though, and I feel like you're putting more of your energy on your work and your finance, but Ten of Pentacles reversed. This could just be the Earth sign version of the Two of Cups, Ten of Cups. Getting my cards confused today, dude. Anyway, yeah, and it's just like, no, it's a done dollar, and it's gonna stay a done dollar. I don't care if you win the Powerball jackpot lottery. I would never even dream. No. You could not pay me, right? How many of us have one of those types of people? You could not pay me. I don't care. All the money in the world. You could not. No, right? Oh, yeah. Anywho, what advice do we have? What advice do we have? Advice. I gotta come up with some new little background jingles, don't I? I'm getting on my own nerves with that shit. Advice. What advice do we have? Boom, Page of Cups in the reverse. I don't really think y'all need that advice though. Maybe it's just period next week. Those of you who aren't involved with anybody, don't go out looking for it, okay? Because the all-time goal is to attract it, not pursue it anyway, okay? Ooh, what did I just say? Yeah, shang-a-lang-a, bang-bang. Let's get 4 shuffles here. 1, 2, 2 more. Ace of Swords reversed. Don't try to figure this out. Okay, I know that it's an Earth sign thing to want to be able to plan and logically figure it all out step by step. No. Right now, well, I don't know how much I want to say on this channel, but right now, there's not really a whole lot of planning you can do. Not really. I mean, not logically, not with your analytical thinking brain, okay? The only planning that you can do is plan to keep your vibration at a certain level. That's all. It's the only planning you could possibly do. I plan to maintain this rate of vibration. Other than that, Don't even try it. Don't even try it. Just, the universe behaves like water. It lifts those up who make themselves light and drowns those who make themselves heavy. That's the way it works, okay? So keep your vibration light and you will float along and you'll be all good, all right? But in the meantime, definitely make sure that you are not allowing bias to make decisions for you. Like, make decisions based on logic and reason, not emotional bias, okay? And make sure your poop is in a group and your ducks are in a row. Make sure your priority list is organized very, as good as it can be for the state of the world today. And yeah, just let the universe do the rest. Maintain one rate of vibration as high as you possibly can, as light as you possibly can, and let the universe do the rest. And that's very simple. It's really as simple as that. Everybody else running around scared are the ones who are making things more complicated. Oh yeah. Okay, who we on now? Libra. Got any librarians in here? Boom, that was quick. Knight of Cups reversed for you too. Similar, that was the same jumper that Gemini got. Was it Gemini? I think it was Gemini that got this. And same thing, I don't know which it is. You're either refusing to come forward or waiting on somebody to come forward and they're not. One of the two. Take it how it resonates. Let's get 4 shuffles here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Nine of Pentacles, okay. Man, some of y'all could be dealing with a Scorpio. I have Scorpio, Capricorn, Cancer. The person you're dealing with is still holding a grudge. They definitely feel like I think the person you're dealing with is moving on from this here, and they feel like they're dodging a bullet by getting away from you, is the way they feel. I do feel like they do want some type of commitment here, but just, I don't know, when it comes to you, they're still holding on to all the negative things that happened in the past. They're still holding a grudge. 6 of Cups reversed. All right. Oh, see, and you're like very flippy-floppy. I haven't used that term for y'all in a long time. Flippy-floppy. There's one side of your scales that's like, man, I would like to try to breathe life back into this dead rose. I would like to try to reconcile this. But then you're like, no, never mind. No, I don't, because now this is no longer my problem. And that's fucking awesome. You know? So I'm getting over this. And then it's like, oh man, but now I'm disappointed. That's flippy-floppy. We gotta have them scales all even and balanced and shit, okay? Not in this flippy-floppy shit. But I feel like the person you're dealing with, man, I don't know, dude. They're very restless. They try their best not to think about this. It's like every time I think about this, all I can think about is all the negative things that happened. So I do the best I can not to think about this. And I'm just seeing a lot of back and forth. Right now, you're in 9 of Pentacles mode, but maybe not quite so much 9 of Cups. Okay, I think you're doing very, very good functioning by yourself, but not in here. Out here, but not in here. Some of you would rather stay single. Some of you are just kind of preferring to be alone. Damn. Okay. Well, what advice do we have from my librarians? Advice. Boom, 3 of Swords in the reverse. Allow yourself to get over it, okay? Whenever you feel the healing process begin, let it. Don't start thinking about all the things that hurt you. Don't start thinking about all the things that... And yes, you can help it. Yes, you can. Pay close enough. Silence everything else and pay close attention to the part of you that controls your thoughts. That's you. Everything that goes on inside of you is you. To suggest, and this is not just Libra, this is anybody that needs to hear this, to suggest, to even think that you have no control over something that goes on inside of your own head. Do you really believe that? That sounds kind of fucking stupid, don't it? It's my head. It's my brain. I'm the one who controls this. If not, how is it possible that I can be in control of some things and not in control of others? It's not possible. That's a lie. That's a lie. It has been proven over and over and over again that you have the power to change your own neurochemistry with the power of your own thoughts. I tell my personal clients this all the time, proven time and time again. Allow it. Do not allow yourself to keep bringing that heartbreak back up. That is in your control, okay? Just takes a little bit of work, man, and I'm gonna tell you, it's not easy, but it is possible. Okay, let's get 3 shuffles. 1, 2, and 3. Thank you, Carolyn, appreciate it. Yeah, there will be timestamps in the comments. All right. So I do think that the thing that you need to do right now is regain your strength. Okay? You need to allow yourself to regain your strength. Think about it. What is it about this that's draining you so much? Okay? There are new doorways of opportunity opening up for you. You just have to look. Look in places you wouldn't normally look. Or if you can't figure out how to do that, at least be willing to accept it from out of left field. Because what you want, if it's something you've never had, you're never going to be able to go out and find it. You have to, the only way to create something that you've never had is to allow the universe to bring it to you. And the only way to allow the universe to bring it to you is stop trying to figure it out. Scorpio. Got any Scorpios in here? 846 people. I can't even imagine what that many people looks like. Anyway, though, Scorpio. Actually, yeah, I guess I can. Living in Vegas now, every time we go out to the store. That's what 846 people look like. No. Oh, man, it's crowded. Good Lord, we got any Vegas people in here? Holy hell, it's crowded. Oh, my God. It's crowded, boy. Oh. Anyway, it's cool, though. I digs it. Scorpio. Boom, 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 boom. Bang. 8 of Wands. Some of y'all could be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. Could be anybody, though. Okay, I feel like some of y'all could be dealing with somebody that's at a distance from you. I don't know. Hang on. Let's see. Let's get 4 shuffles here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. But either way, even if it's not a fire sign, even if it's not a person at a distance from you, yeah, I definitely see somebody communicating here and either reconciling or preventing an ending. I can't quite figure out which one that is. Ooh, you're dealing with a very near and dear soulmate. A very intense connection. That Lover's card there. Felt mutually, both ways. And yeah, I feel like this is a reconciliation. Okay, this is somebody from the past because of the 5 of Pentacles. This person feels abandoned, okay? And I feel like somebody wants to try to rebuild this tower. Could be a Leo that you're dealing with, but this person is very, very drained. They want to come forward with a love offer. You feel this intensity too. You feel the intensity of the connection, but here's the conundrum that you find yourself in. A very intense connection, but a massive loss in interest. Man, that has got to leave you all King of Cups reversey. Huh? Like, man, I'm not even opening up because I don't even know what's going on inside of here. If I don't know what the hell is going on in here, I definitely don't want to open up, you know? So I feel like most of you are just, man, King of Pentacles reversed too. You feel very scattered. A lot of you don't know what to think. You don't know how to feel. You don't know what to do. You just, on the inside, you're really, really conflicted and really like, I don't know any other word for that. Just, you know? Queen of Pentacles is the underlying energy though. So I feel like most of you are just waiting until you can get some sort of sense of normalcy. You know, some type of familiar grounds on the inside here. Like, oh, I'm in a state of emotions that I'm cool with, that I recognize. That, you know, when it comes to this situation here, there's potential. There's massive potential here. But I feel like there's just something in you. You're just, you don't even know what to think or what to feel. Man, that's deep. Deep, dude. That's some deep shit right there. Well, I guess now is time to, hell, man, I can't even barely read it, let alone try to feel it, you know. Let's see what the advice says, though. Advice for my Scorpios. Advice. Again, everybody, remember to look in the description of the video for information on personal reading. Personal reading. What advice do we have for my Scorpios? Advice. Seven of Pentacles. Okay, so you're already doing that. So you're very right to just take a step back and wait it out until the water's calm, until you can figure out exactly what's going on. Yeah, don't make any moves just yet. Let's get 4 shuffles. Number 1, 2, 3, and 4. Two of Wands. Yeah. 2 of Wands, Queen of Cups reversed. So until you can get your feelers all organized and, you know, like get the waters calm and settled and you can figure out exactly what you feel, it's not time to make a move just yet. Okay, this is definitely an incomplete karmic cycle. There is massive potential here, but don't go for it until you figure out what you feel. All right, until you can figure out what's going on the inside. Damn, I can barely even figure out how to word it. You know, that's some deep stuff happening there. All right, Sagittarius. Saggy-waggy, how you doing? Got any saggy-waggies in the house? Any saggy-waggies in the house? Last shuffle, last one. Boom, 8 of Pentacles. Okay. I mean, a lot of you, yes, you're being invited to start a new cycle. That's awesome. That's awesome sauce. Starting a new cycle here. There's still, man, that Tower reverse for you too. So I feel like there's definitely either, I don't know, because you got Queen and King of Swords. Could definitely be dealing with an air sign. Could be anybody though, but I feel like with the overall energy being the 8 of Pentacles, most of you, when it all comes down to it, and when push comes to shove and the nitty gets gritty, you got your face buried in your work and you're building your empire, if that makes any sense here. And I feel like you're very emotionally detached and withdrawn from pretty much everything except, whoops, building your empire, right? The person you're dealing with, I feel like, is walking away from this here. Like, whoever this is, this just drains them too much, okay? I don't know, because there's the Tower reverse, but then the 8 of Cups. So it's like, in one hand, somebody would like to try to rebuild this right here. In the other hand, I feel like they're walking away. Okay, it's just too draining. This person feels like they are dodging a bullet. I feel like maybe this person was really obsessed with you at one point in time, but they're not really anymore. They finally agreed. I feel like you're going to hear from them, though. You are going to hear from them. I do see communication coming in here. But I don't really think it's going to lead to much of anything because you're pretty much made up your mind. You're very matter of fact, very like, no, this is what it is. That hurts your feelings. That means what to me, basically. And I see you being very calm, cool, and collected about this too, you know? I don't really see you making any kind of like, you're not really judging this anymore. You're just stating the facts. No judgment. Judgment reverse. King of Swords. Queen of Swords. This is the facts. This is what it is. And this is how it is. That's all there is to it. You're starting a new cycle here. Okay? And I think it's a positive cycle because no more of this bullshit. No more obsessive creeper shit, you know? Like I said, I feel like this person at one point in time was probably really, really obsessed with you, and they're finally getting over that. They're finally getting over it, right? Because I think they're finally seeing that it's not getting them anywhere, you know? All right, so advice. What advice do we got from my Saggy Wedgies? Boom, 7 of Swords in the reverse. All right, make sure that you stand in your own integrity, and regardless of what it is you're doing or who it is you're involved with, be sure that you are laying everything out on the table, and there's nothing but 100% honesty. If you're just 100% honest and real and not hiding anything from the get-go, then the people who don't need to be in your life will weed themselves out. If you feel like you have to lie in order to keep somebody in your life, that person doesn't need to be in your life, okay? And again, I don't know why the tarot always gives me advice for signs that don't really need the advice. It feels like you all do that anyway. So I guess just in case you were second guessing yourself, like if you ever start to second guess yourself and wondering if you're doing a bad thing, no. Ooh, see? Told you. You don't need the advice. That's the Sagittarius card, by the way. You don't really need the advice, but maybe you just need the reassurance. Okay, let's get 4 shuffles. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Queen of Cups. Take ownership and responsibility for your own emotional state. Okay? Queen didn't earn her throne by pointing fingers at other people. If she hands her cup off to somebody and they dump it over and shit in it and spit in it, well, that was my fault. I shouldn't have handed somebody that cup that I didn't know for a fact I could trust. All right? And again, you're already doing this. 8 of Pentacles. Bury your face in your work. Whatever this situation is that you're moving on from, allow the old cycle to come to an end. And it's going to be a slow, gradual transition from an old cycle into a new one, okay? Just allow the process to begin. In the meantime, spend some time looking at things from a different perspective, okay? If you see this dude right here, he ain't hurt. He's hanging from his foot. And he's becoming enlightened. His head is illuminated because of what he is learning, observing life from this different perspective. Good. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. Who are we on now? Capricorn. Caparoo. Caparoo. Caparoo, 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 Caparoo. Capricorn dog. Let's get 5 shuffles. There's 1, 2, 3, 2 more shuffles. Thank you, moderators, for marketing for me. Appreciate it. Yes, the merchandise is still for sale. We were going to focus some energy on redoing the merchandise, and everything was going to have a complete and total overhaul. But then we ended up moving into this big ol' ass house, and all of our energy has gone into this and getting this huge fucking house filled with furniture and all that. So, we just ended up not doing it, but. Anyway, Cappies, 2 of Swords reversed is the overall energy right here, okay? And then you got the Death card. So I feel like some of y'all could be dealing with a Scorpio, but you have made up you've done dollar. I finally made up my mind. It's a done fucking dollar, you hear? It's a done fucking dollar, all right? I feel like maybe some secrets came out. I don't know, somebody was being sneaky, somebody was telling lies, and it just came out and it finally all came to the surface, and now it's like, no. Done, dollar, done, dollar, done, dollar, right? Anyway, that's pretty point blank. This isn't really, there's nothing really ambiguous about this spread right here. Okay, the person you're dealing with, I think, wants to take a new leap of faith with you, but it ain't happening. You've already made up your mind. You've already made up your mind. You could be dealing with an earth sign, another earth sign. There's just a lot of earth energy here in this spread. Okay, but then that's you, right? I think the person you're dealing with is probably more money-minded than anything. They're not very organized, though. Not very organized. But I think they're more interested in manifesting material things than you. And that's pretty crazy. That's pretty crazy. Somebody more interested in manifesting material things than a Capricorn? Are you serious? That means I don't see any emotion here. Like none. All right. Unfortunately, I don't really have a whole lot left to say on that spread. That was very straight and to the point. Well, let's see what advice we got then. Let's see what advice we got. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Can we hit that like button though? 827 people tuned in, only 400 likes. Let's hit that like button, pretty please. Be sure you leave a comment too. Let's get 4 shuffle. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Boom, Page of Cups reversed. Okay, you're right. Do not extend or accept any offers from this person right here. Relinquish control. Relinquish control. We need to find that line. Okay, there's a line in the sand. In my world, we talk a lot about fine lines, slippery slopes, and balance. Okay, it's just what we do in my world. That's what you have to do in a dualistic dimension. Okay. Got to find that line between putting forth work and effort and forcing and fighting and trying to control. It would really surprise you. It would really surprise you how much more powerful you are when you relinquish control of the things that you have no control over. That's what keeps most people stuck. Most people, like a dog chasing its tail, but this dog has no tail. Imagine that. That's what most people are doing out there, trying to control things that they have no control of. All right? It's going to get you nowhere. Stuck in one spot. Okay? Like a fish fighting the current. Just stuck in one spot. Just floating, basically. Just thinking it's swimming, but it's not. Okay? And take responsibility for your own emotional state. Caparoos. Don't blame nobody else. Just don't hand your cup off to somebody who's going to mistreat it next time. Erky Derky, how about Aquarius? Do we have any aquas in the chat? Any aqua people in the chizay yet? Some of y'all could be dealing with a Leo. I feel like you're holding a lot back though. You got a lot of things you want to say that you're not saying. Holding a lot back here, but boom. Could be blocked communication between you and this person too. Let's get 4 shuffles here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Boom, 7 of Swords reversed. All right, so somebody here feels kind of guilty, I think. Somebody here, it could be a Pisces that you're dealing with, or a Cancer, or a Capricorn. But somebody here is very obsessed, I think. Somebody here. And there's a very toxic connection, but I don't even see communication happening, okay? I do see you coming together with somebody, though. I'm seeing more than one person here, okay? I'm seeing old things phasing out and new things coming in for a lot of them. But the thing is with the Knight of Wands in the reverse and the 8 of Wands, that indicates to me, I'm sorry, the 8 of Wands is reversed too, that I don't really think that this person has been around for a while. Not really. 9 of Pentacles reversed too. I feel like they do want to come back around here, but I think with the Page of Wands energy here and the 2 of Cups, you're either already involved or you're interested in somebody else. Your focus is elsewhere, okay? Ace of Wands, Page of Wands. Could be a fire sign that you're dealing with. But like I said, old things phasing out, new things coming in, okay? This situation right here, there is no forward movement. And even if there was, even if you did find yourself around this person or in this situation, you wouldn't trust the process anyway. Like, no, fuck this, you know, basically. So I feel like this is a battle that you don't want to fight. 9 of Wands reversed, 5 of Swords reversed. You don't want to fight this battle right here. But I do think that this person is still very, very obsessed. I see you coming together with somebody, though. I just don't feel like it's this person. I don't feel like it's this person. Whoever this is, I feel like this person here, there's one particular person here who is keeping it to themselves. They're not saying anything. They're staying very, very quiet, okay? And it's not going anywhere, and there's no communication happening here. There's somebody else here. Oh yeah, Ace of Swords reversed too. This is something else, okay? Something else coming in here. But I think that the silent one is the one who is very obsessed, very, very, very toxic and unhealthy. I dropped a card on the floor here. Okay, yeah. And I feel like this person could be an earth sign, a Taurus, a Virgo, or a Capricorn, but codependent. A lot of codependency in this situation here. Well, what advice do we have? Advice. In my personal opinion, the advice is the most important part of the entire reading. The most important part of the entire reading. Let's get 5 shuffles. 1, 2, 3, 2 more. Three of Pentacles. All right. I think most of you need to be focused more on your work and your finance. Here's that Aquarius card too. Okay, get back in your element. All right. You understand everything that there is to know about the nature of this situation. Don't go looking for any more details that might try to change your mind. No, you already know. You already understand the full scope of what's going on here. Look for happiness in places that you haven't looked before. Okay, i.e. in here. And you are being invited to start a new cycle. A new cycle, which means, could be for some of you, new surroundings, new job, new something, okay? It's gonna be all new. And the thing about new cycles is, they're just uncomfortable. It's gonna be uncomfortable. It's gonna be outside of your comfort zone. For a little bit. Just don't go running back to your comfort zone. Make your comfort zone come get you. That's how growth happens, okay? Anywho, Pisces. Do we have any Pisces people in the chat? 819 people up in here. There gotta be at least one Pisces, man. Gotta be at least one of you. At least one of you, man. Boom. The Empress reversed. Could be a Taurus that you're dealing with. But, ooh, sweet. 9 of Cups upright. You're finally stepping into your own power, huh? That's what's up. That's what's up. Let's get 4 shuffles here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. You have no idea how powerful emotional integrity is. No idea. Yeah, this right here, I think you're finally moving on from this situation right here. There's no growth, no expansion happening. 6 of Wands. Finally, you got success on your side because you are allowing that tower to fall. All right, the person you're dealing with here, you may not know it. They seem pretty detached and closed off, but they still carry the burden of this right here. Okay, 10 of Cups reversed. You know that you're dodging a bullet. You know that this was like some obsessive, toxic, nasty shit. So that's why I think you're finally allowing this tower to fall, okay? You're finally letting it fall. It's not worth it. It's not worth it, okay? But unbeknownst to many people, as long as you maintain your emotional integrity, 9 of Cups, that is when you eventually get the 10th cup handed to you. By accident, when you least expect it. I tell my personal clients this all day, every day, okay? Oh, the person you're dealing with here feels like you abandoned them, okay? You're letting your guard down though, and I see new communication coming in for most of you. Whatever this is, I feel like you finally, once you decided to let go of the old shit, new shit's coming in with the quickness now. With the quickness, new ideas, could be new financial offers, just anything new. Once you finally detach from the old, that's when the new stuff comes in. You have to be able to let go of the old, okay? Now, I know it's not as easy as it sounds, but that doesn't mean it's impossible. Yep, that was pretty quick and to the point. What advice do we have for my Pisceans? Three more shuffles. Queen of Cups. Maintain independence, emotional independence, and take ownership of your own emotional state. And the Emperor, okay? And the Emperor. Take control of your own emotional state. Take ownership of your own emotional state. Okay, don't point fingers at other people for how you feel, because the grand illusion of this matrix is that it happens out here and then we react to it in here. That's what we think, but that's not really how it happens. What really happens is we participate in all this inner dialogue all day, every day, and then the universe starts responding to it. Well, we don't believe that's possible because it doesn't make sense with our little bitty human ego thinking brains that can only process this little slim trickle of information. We don't see how that could be possible, but that's the way it works. Our inner dialogue, the universe, is responding to that. So what we experience is a result of the universe responding to our inner dialogue, okay? And that's the way it really works. Not the other way around. As within, so without. As above, so below. Not the other way around, okay? But yes, you are very right to go ahead and make sure that this is a done dollar, okay? Anywho, we are finally finished. I greatly appreciate everybody that tuned in and played along, man. Thank you all so much for the positive feedback and the likes and the comments and the super chat. It means more than I would ever be able to express. Okay, it means the world to me. All right, greatly appreciate it. Again, I will turn your attention to the description of the video where you can find information on scheduling personal readings. That includes pricing, how to get a hold of me, and all that good stuff, okay? So, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. I got me a small list of personal readings to do today, as today is Mother's Day. So, yeah, going to be taking it kind of easy today. But anyway, still, I'll see y'all sometime between now and the rest of all eternity, okay? Sometime. Have a good one.